guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Hypogeans. So we have finally came to some of the very last factions, guys, kind of going over the primary builds you want to do within these heroes, also the utilization of them. And again, similar to what we did with our Celestial heroes, we're going to go from the most prominent, kind of the build order that we go through the heroes, and then we'll go through the majority of the damage heroes. So the first one, guys, of course, is Mortis. Now, Mortis, being a very unique hero, does not need signature item, does not need furniture or engraving. But when he gets to the point, similar to the twins, of the survivability issues, you do want to build him out a little bit more. So with his ability, if he is not getting the ability to put empowerment on the enemies within the, or within the to the heroes within the formation, you want to build them up a little bit higher, whether it's gear, whether it's signature item. Plus 20 signature item on him is decent, just because it gives this little small area buff when he goes on there. Again, dealing with survivability issues, that is really the focus. Early game, guys, you only need one copy of Mortis. That is all you need. Even building him up again is going to be over a considerable amount of time, because there is no reason to rush to build him short of him dying in combat before he actually has the ability to buff everyone within there. Next here we look at, guys, is of course Lucretia. Now, Lucretia is a one-woman army. She will absolutely destroy all other teams. We see her running pretty much solo within the Hypogean Tower. Just need level 1 heroes in there, and she will do the rest, guys. She is absolutely amazing. One of the first big primary heroes when you start getting into multiple teams. She alone is the multiple team. Now, building her out, guys, plus 30 signature item, absolutely. This is when a hero dies, the attack rating is increased by 50%. 30 plus 30 signature item, absolutely. Same with furniture. Furniture, you want this 9 of 9 because the Hellfire will be permanent. Also with, again, damage dealing heroes, the higher you build them, the more stats you give them, the better they're going to perform, and you want her built out. Also with the engraving in her, guys, makes a big difference because of the when on the front line activates Skull of Treachery. She gets a little bit more dodge, a little bit more tenacity, which is awesome. And again, it comes back to the stats. When you look at the engraving side of her, even the stats in here, guys, it's an incredible amount. Crit damage amplification, you have the life leech in there for survivability, the haste, the attack speed. That is the reason why you build her out, guys. She is a one-person army that will destroy teams solo. Tier 4 gear on her, absolutely. Artifacts on her, absolutely. If you're doing the 5 pull, I would actually go with a different artifact versus dual divinity. If you're just running her to solo, she'll actually race straight to the enemy side, allowing this dual divinity to really have a super strong effect. Now, next one we look at, guys, is Mahira. Mahira, really, plus 20 signature item will work. Plus 30 does help with the energy regeneration, so she can get off the mesmerize effect. Don't need the engraving, don't need the furniture on her. Again, the caveat to that is as you get further within the campaign, as you get further in stages, having her built up a little bit higher does help, but it is not a priority at all. Followed by Khazar, guys. Khazar at Mythic with a plus 30 signature item is really all that you need. Majority of the formations that I am even facing today, he'll come into combat, he'll die the second he is in combat. I put him front line. But they will still get this 60% increased duration of debuffs, which is what you want, guys. Having him at Mythic, having him with the plus 30 signature item is a requirement. Now, when you do start building them out, again, similar to the other heroes, as you get further in campaign stages, as you get further in the Twisted Realm, adding a little bit more to his furniture, adding a little bit more will make a difference in there with the crowd control and also with the damage that he is providing within there. And then we have Zorath. So Zorath is a hero that is super unique in what he does. The 3 of 9 furniture is the biggest priority with him. If you do not have this 3 of 9 furniture, which delays the entrance into the battle, Zorath really doesn't have much to do. You're losing a big part of his toolkit if you do not have this 3 of 9 furniture. But this is the driving factor that allows the teams, again, to enter the battle early, start getting off skills and abilities. And also, he is a big hero for damage. So getting this plus 30 signature item does make a big difference. Damage ignores defense rating and damage immunity effects. Very, very cool. I know it does have a trigger that less than 40% of their health, but Zorath does an incredible amount of damage, guys, which is the reason why I built him up a little bit higher and why I did go ahead and do his graving. This one is very big, the plus 30 engraving. His attack rating increases 1.2% per second until it reaches 80. An 80% attack rating boost for a hero like this is absolutely incredible, and soon I will get him to this plus 30. This one is, it's okay, but again, similar to a lot of other heroes, it is really the stats that he's getting from the engraving that allows him to really maximize the damage. Once you start getting into kind of the multiplication factors, he will do an incredible amount of damage. In addition, guys, you can get him out of the Challenger store. Looking at the Challenger store, he would probably be my first priority to pull out of there, up until probably the Ascended 1-star for the engraving aspect. Then I would move over to Athalia. But again, he is still used in a lot of the Cursed Realm, Twisted Realm comps, as well as the Cursed Realm. We see Lucretia in there. We see Mahira in there. We see a lot of Khazar, especially in there. So let's go through the rest of the heroes in here, guys. There's quite a few. So Aziz, of course, the Awakened Aziz version, you do not need him built at all. Now, I will say that again, he is one of the only Awakened heroes so far that you do not need built at all. He does have a little bit of functionality if he is built. If you don't have him built, guys, even with one single copy at Legendary, he will work incredibly well with the crowd control aspect. You don't need to overinvest in him like I did. It kind of throws off even Lucretia within the tower because he now has survivability with building him out. I'm considering resetting his engraving. I know he's going to lose some stats, but ultimately I do not use him outside of that crowd control aspect. Frampton is a hero that requires a very big investment, and he's niche at best. Again, within the tower, he's not really utilized. Lucretia can do it by herself. But if you're building him out, he is in some Cursed Realm comps. And then, of course, the PvP aspect, he is really strong. But again, he's another hero that needs the plus 30, the 909 furniture, the plus 60 engraving, because he is very dependent on the stats that he has built in there, meaning the stronger that you make him, the better he is going to perform. Mahira, again, we already talked about, same with Khazar. The regular Aziz, now unique enough, he is a support hero, is still used for a lot. And the big thing that is used for is the damage reduction or the attack rating reduction. So we actually see he has the ability to move heroes, which is with this right here on the Mental Fury, or excuse me, it's the Feeble Mind. Feeble Mind, he will actually bring heroes towards him to get right into this fissure to reduce their attack rating. So we still see him used in some Twisted Realm comps with the Ice Chimera, and we also do see him in some of the Cursed Realm comps, again, for that mitigation factor. He can keep all of the targets together, reduce their attack rating by 40%, making a big part of the survivability. Now, building him out, the duration of the ground burn for 100%, however, only one location. Getting the plus 30 signature item in here, in my opinion, is not the top priority, but it is a decent priority because you do want to get that attack rating mitigation in there, which is what he is really known for. Having a 100% duration, even though it's in one spot, most of the heroes that you fight when you're using Aziz are clumped into one solid group, which this makes a very, very big difference. Now for this, I like this. The controllability will walk towards him for several seconds. So now you have more than one hero walking towards Aziz. So in my opinion, guys, 309 would definitely work. Don't need the engraving on him, but that way you can actually stack more of the heroes up to go into his ground burning ability to mitigate all of their attack rating. Mortis, we already talked about. Valoris. Now, Valoris has made an impact in the Cursed Realm. I'm sure the PvP aspect she's in there as well, but she is in one or two as the primary best in slot damage dealers. Big thing with her, guys, again, it being mage, being damage, she does have to be built out, meaning she has to have signature items. She also does have to have the furniture and the engraving to really maximize the damage she's doing. And again, a lot of these guys is if you're looking at min-maxing or actually maximizing your damage within the Cursed Realm comps, the higher you build out these heroes, the better they're going to perform. I haven't seen her in campaign stages. I haven't seen anyone running her really outside of the Cursed Realm, short of possibly the Hypogean Tower. But again, guys, going back to the fact that Lucretia can kind of do it herself, it works incredibly well. Leah Frick, a lot of players are kind of on the fence either way with Leah Frick. I haven't built him, but overall, it seems like he has a little bit of utility with the crowd control aspect that he has. Again, I would have to see exactly kind of where to build him out, exactly where he's super effective with informations. I'm going to swap over here just to kind of show some of these heroes so we can see what they got. So looking in here, and I did want to go to the arena, but so looking at some of the abilities, guys, signature item here, they get more damage, so he does kind of a damage amplification, but it's not enough to make a difference. Again, I don't see anything short of probably PvP that he's used for anything. Not really used. Again, I don't use him at all in the Celestial Tower. I don't utilize him within PvP. I really don't PvP. Not used in campaign stages, not used in Twisted Realm, not used in the Cursed Realm. Really a hero when you're looking through that I would probably pass on ultimately, just because I don't see him utilized very much, which is similar to Zorath. I know PvP aspect, he is very big, but looking at campaign, looking at Twisted Realm, looking at Cursed Realm, not really used. A lot of players that even have him built out, I don't see him utilized very much, which again, this imprisonment to the enemy is pretty good. It seems like his survivability is pretty solid, but overall, guys, when it comes to the tanks, they have a tendency to die out pretty quick. When you start getting into level deficiencies, it's very, very hard to keep them alive. The other one, guys, again, that I have not built is Zikas. He's another hero that some players have said he does work well in very niche combinations. But again, similar to other heroes, guys, the higher that you do build him out, the better he is going to perform. Being a ranger hero, he is going to be very reliant on stats to do damage. He has, I believe, a little bit of crowd control, but overall, guys, not a hero that is a big, big priority to build out within an AFK arena. And again, if you don't have him built, there's a lot of similar heroes that kind of fill that niche within there as well. So I think that is it for all of our Hypogean heroes. I was just thinking if there was anybody else. But again, guys, looking at the build, definitely unlocking Mortis would be the first priority, followed by building out Lucretia, taking Lucretia all the way to that 1-star. Zorath, you want to build out. Mahira, Khazar, you want to build out. And for the faction itself, those are the big priorities within there. Of course, getting Mahira up to Mythic works incredibly well with the signature item. Mesmerize effect still has that same effect. Same with Khazar, it has to be Mythic, has to be plus 30 signature item to really build up his effectiveness. Sorry guys, so that'll do it for the Hypogeans, the Hypogeans. I can't say the words this morning, but let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.